What's going on, y'all? This is SKG coming to y'all with another top 5 video for Smite. Now I do apologize that this video has been long overdue, but I do want to once again reiterate that the way I do my top 5 is a little bit different. They're all in my opinion and speculate only what I like about the 5 characters that I choose. It has nothing about power or anything like tier list or nothing like that, just personal enjoyment. Also, I like to point out that we're almost at 300 subscribers, y'all. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all that have subscribed to my content and that take the time out to watch my stuff. Also, once we hit 500, I'd like to do a special video for y'all. As of right now, I haven't come up as to what that is. But until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Nox.
Coming in at number 5 is the Mistress of Darkness, the mother of nighttime bedtime stories herself, Nox, but as I love to call her Nyx by her Greek equivalent. Just throwing this out there, I'm a much bigger fan of the Greek names than I am the Roman. But as we digress, Nyx is the very definition of the term MILF. I mean, come on y'all, I gotta agree, her power complements her bra size, am I right? Right? Right, I knew y'all agree with me. But as far as mages go, her new kit does different but yet entirely useful things. Her first ability grabs you and halts your movements, leaving you open to the world's most cruelest beatdown. Her second creates a dome that silences enemies that you can combine with her first ability for crazy damage. Her third ability lets you dash through minions and enemies, and you can also hide inside of your teammates when the going gets tough. Note though, you can still take damage while they hide inside your allies, which I am not gonna lie, I thought I was invincible during that moment. I could hide my allies and I could not be hurt. But I found out recently that you can be hurt, which means you can most likely die. You can also use this ability to pop out of your teammates and deal damage to pesky enemies who are bothering them. Now, my personal favorite is her ultimate. It is the ultimate insult to injury when you get to fling it at enemies who thought they escaped your wrath. Sending them this cruel reminder is a fine way to remind them of who they are dealing with. My only warning is to stay next to or close to a teammate at all times. Nyx quickly becomes a target in any match for a complete and total shutdown. Nyx is best paired with a hunter or guardian if you're looking to push a lane. But all I can say is when dealing with Nyx, remember she has range and a good amount of it. And try not to get distracted by those lovely assets of hers.
Who turned out the lights? Oh yes, that was me.
Hades.
Number 4 is the main man from the Down Under himself, Hades. I played Hades since his Guardian days, and I always built him like a mage, so once Smite devs made the idea to cross him over to the mage side, I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped, y'all. Why? Because this man is not to be messed with. Hades always, and I mean always, has a teammate next to him. He's beneficial to be right around because he can silence enemies and heal teammates with his number 3 ability. And his ultimate is the best thing to capitalize off of. I mean, imagine if Hades trapped you and then trapped you with his ult, and then Zeus jumped in on top of him with his lightning ability, and then Poseidon just threw her in the crack and it'd be a little bit flashy. Bruh, can you spell wreck? Still, Hades is also easy to counter. Magi's blessing on purification, something with a little CC immunity is all that's needed to get away from him, to counter him, and to make him dead. Hades also is slow, not having much on the movement speed outside of his first ability. That's what he's primarily going to rely on. Me personally, I'm just waiting for a new Hades skin to drop. His robot skin is cool. He reminds me of Megatron for some reason. But it would be cool to see him with some actual skin, kind of like his brothers. And if y'all listening, Smite devs, Hi-Rez, if y'all out there listening, please bring back his arena mode as like a selectable option. because I really like that sudden deathmatch mode at the end.
Nuwa.
Okay, now, I don't care what y'all say, because I believe everybody has one of these. I mean, you got a fighting game, or probably a game in general. Everybody has that favorite female character they like to play as. Whether it's Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Smite, League of Legends. And everybody has one. And they go by several terms: babe, baby mama, wifey, whatever. Well, that is what Nuwa is for me. I mean, y'all just gotta look at her. I mean, look how she dressed in that little skimpy little attire all across her body and whatnot. And then she got that Christmas outfit, and then she dressing as a naughty elf. And then she got the beach attire, when she got that long hair flowing. I mean, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I've always been a sucker for women with long hair. But seriously though, Nuwa is my favorite mage, but even I know she isn't the strongest on my list. But why do I like Nuwa? And that's very simple. It's her lane presence. She was created around the fact that she simply needs to push a lane, and boy does she push a lane. The minions she creates are both helpful and annoying. Helpful because they help in lane pushing, obviously. Annoying because one too many times have they not attacked an enemy god, so I can initiate a gank or so forth. I mean, that's so fucking annoying. You think they finna do exactly what you want them to do, and they run off in another direction. I can't tell you how many times that has happened and have left me hanging. Now, since her new kit and remodel, and even her nerf, Nuwa's viability has been in question, and all I can say is Nuwa is still viable, at least in my opinion. That subject is up to debate with the rest of you all. And if you all think she's viable or not, leave a comment down below and let's talk about it. Since her nerf, however, you do have to work a little bit harder for the kid, but her presence in the lane should never be underestimated. I am a bit frustrated with her ult. The damage is not satisfactory. I only feel good when I kill a fleeing guy with it, like they think they finna get away. I mean, right before they get to the fountain, and my ultimate rains down on them, bah. And it does feel good when they like, if the whole team is fleeing and you get a whole deicide off her ult, you do feel real kind of good in that regard. But I mean, yeah, as an ultimate in itself, it's probably the most lackluster one. I mean, you get to view the whole map and everything, but come on now. Still, I also like to mention that she can solo the fire giant if you send the minions in first. So I'm talking specifically in Joust though. I mean, you get the little magic pop buff, you send your minions in, and then y'all just solo the fire giant. But that's in Joust. In Conquest, that's pretty much a different story. I don't have that much experience in Conquest. But truthfully, I'm also hoping that she wins the next Terrified contest. I have so many ideas, y'all. And I will save one for a future video where I'm going to talk about some new skins or Terrified skins or whatever.
Zeus!
Oh boy. Oh boy. What can I say about the number 2 in the silver spot medal? Man, he's the greatest Olympian of all time. He is the king of the gods himself, and my personal favorite in the Greek pantheon. Personally, the man who can chain lightning like no one I've seen before. Zeus storms in at the number 2 spot. And I know what y'all thinking. SKG, if your favorite Nuwa is number 3, and then you say Zeus is your favorite in the whole Green Pantheon, but you put him at number 2, who is number 1? Well, first you gotta let me finish explaining Zeus, because there's a method to my madness, and I'm pretty sure by now y'all probably like, this top 5 not making sense. Like I said, this is just about my little personal preferences, and my personal preferences never make sense. But anyway, first let me explain why Zeus is number 2. No escape. If you corner Zeus, that's it, that's all. I don't care how good his damage is, he's good as dead. His moving speed is as slow as Hades, if not slower. So if you catch him lacking, you catch that boy outside, well, how about that? Still, the king of the gods is not without power. All of his abilities link with his third ability, Detonate, allowing him to kill you from anywhere on the map. I mean within a reasonable time limit though. So like if his detonator's on cooldown. He like kill you within the next, I guess, 3 seconds of it. It'll go away and you miss your chance. Can't tell how many times that's happened to me either. But I can't tell how many times I've zapped someone that thought they was as good as gone, and I made sure they was good as gone. Right as rain, you know, whatever. He has good minion clear, giving him significant lane presence, but he must maintain distance between him and an enemy god. And I'm telling you, that is a must. All your enemies have to be like 5 or so, I say 5 or so minions back, because you got chain lightning. So you have to remember, you don't need to be nowhere near them. You should not be nowhere near their face. The length of your ultimate, the furthest length of your ultimate is where you need to be, is how they need to be. So, and make sure you got a good guardian with you, or a hunter. But I really say make sure you have a good guardian with you. Someone like Ares or Sylvanas, somebody that's, you know, even Ymir. No, Ymir. Make sure you got a Ymir with you, because he, you know, he can block you, protect you. He can keep Zeus out of trouble. And another thing, I don't know if y'all ever realized this one, but have you ever stopped to think that out of all the people that have kids in Smite, you know, Nyx, Odin, and so forth, Zeus has like almost all his kids in the game: Ares, Athena, Artemis, Apollo, Vulcan / Hephaestus, Mercury / Hermes. I mean, y'all see where this is going? I'm starting to think, man. Maybe if we get to see the mama, if we get to see Hera, we probably nagging to death though. That's another thing we could talk about in a future video. But now on to our number 1.
And I spoke unto them, look upon these guns, and they did, and they knew I was a god.
Ao Kuang.
Coming in with the gold medal is Ao Kuang. Why is Ao Kuang my number 1 spot as the best mage? 1, because he's not like the others. He don't need range. Ao Kuang is in your face, and that's one thing I like. Put haste and fatalis on this man, and he's in there to cut you to ribbons. His specialty is making you crunchy with rice. I like his ability, man, where he can go invisible. It's good for an escape, but me personally, I love to use it to initiate. Go in, go invisible, you prep your little dragons, your dragon bodyguards, and then you initiate with the mighty sword, and then you start swinging, and them dragons going to work. Them dragons is Ao Kuang's actually biggest hitbox, and I heard they had nerfed them before, but when I played them, I didn't see the nerf. I think they nerfed the wrong thing. They didn't think to nerf his 2, which is his key to killing you so fast. Another reason why I like Ao Kuang, he turns into a mother flipping dragon when he eats you. Now that's an execution, which I'm hoping Smite implements more of. Ain't nothing more satisfying. I mean telling you, nothing more satisfying than killing an enemy god by executing them, especially when they think they just got into that tower or they Phoenix and they safe, and you like, nah, come here, bruh. Man, we got dinner, dinner dates, dinner arrangement, or whatever you want to call it. Damn. Now, to me, I like to think, let me just straighten you, bro. I've always thought Kuang was like a test. Like, they was like, what happens if we made it a mage? A character that's a mage, but the way they hit and attack like an assassin. That's how I felt Ao Kuang acts. He's like the first mage to play like an assassin. I don't know if I'm the one that feels like that. If y'all feel like that, y'all let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that's the reason Ao Kuang is my number 1. He puts people like Zeus to shame. Like, he can get in on Zeus. Like I was saying earlier, how Zeus needs that distance so he can do that chain lightning and do all that damage. Like I said, Zeus has fantastic damage. Fantastic damage. But compared to what Alquan can do, if Alquan get in close, because what can Zeus really do if he don't see Alquan coming in the first place? So when Alquan get up on him and start cutting him to ribbons, if Zeus is not already near like a tower or a phoenix somewhere where he can be safe, and he already out in the middle of the lane, Zeus is probably going to die. Cause if I was chasing down Zeus, or I popped up on the Zeus like that and he dropped his ultimate, I'm finna chance trying to kill him before his ultimate can finish me. But in there lies a little struggle where it's like, if I'm trying to cut him to ribbons, Zeus pops his ultimate. If I built Alquan right, I should be able to take a little bit of that and kill him before he kill me. Versus if I didn't build him right, I just threw my life away. But I digress, y'all. That was my top 5. And let me know who's your top 5 in the mage category. I'm glad you all stuck with me for this video. A little bit shorter than my hunter one. I didn't have that much to say. But at least I hope you understand why they're my top 5. The next top 5 video is going to be about the assassin. So stick around, stay tuned, and I'll see you all next time.